Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mabi, and I know for the longest time, a couple of years now, this channel has mostly been video game stuff, let's plays, reviews, just everything video games. But a lot of people don't know that I'm a huge board game fanatic. I've been playing for a very long time. I've been collecting new and old games, and I've been trying to figure out a way to implement it on the channel to share my love of board games, just like I do video games on the channel. So we're gonna start a little series. I'm not sure how much of it I'm gonna do. It really just depends on if you guys want more or not. So I've decided to share a little bits of my collection. As you can see here, is an okay amount. It's not as organized as I'd like it to be, and it's not as large of a collection that I would like it to be, but I'm going to go ahead and review some of the games and talk about them nonetheless. And to start off with, it's something pretty simple. This is my first ever board game review. I'm going to be talking about Batman Love Letter Edition. So this is derived off a board game already called Love Letter. There are lots of different editions out there. The game at its core, it's pretty much the same, but they're, depending on the version you get, there's I think there's an Adventure Time one, there's a Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit one, sorry, there's a Hobbit one out there. I just happen to have this one. It was introduced to me by a friend, and I decided to pick it up myself. It's very cheap, comes in a really small box, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you how it plays, and I'll let you know my thoughts. Love Letter Batman Edition is for 2 to 4 players. It's played over a series of rounds that are about 5 minutes each. Now the goal of the game is to be collecting these Batman symbols. The first one with 7 wins the game. The whole game itself, it's not a big box. It comes with 16 cards that you use to knock out your opponents to get said tokens. So I'm going to be setting up for a 3-player game so you can see kind of how it works. So first of all, it shows you the list of cards, very handy for anyone who is new or just forgets how many of the cards are in the game. Now you can see here, it says 1 to 8. There are 5 Batman cards in the game, 2 Catwomans, 2 Banes, and all the way up here to the 1 cards, Two-Face, Harley, and the Joker. If you ever forget how many cards are in the game, it's right here, and what their effects are. So, what you would do is, to begin, you would shuffle all 16 cards, and you would discard one to get out of the round. There was always going to be one out, so you never know who has what. So every player in a 3-player game we're doing here is going to get 1 card. And the rest are going to be put face up here. Now I'm going to put them face up so you can see what's going on. I picked up Harley Quinn. Player 2, clockwise, got Batman. And player 3, got Catwoman. So what would happen is, everyone starts off with 1, and remember, they're supposed to be face down. They're secret rolls. You're going to be picking up 1 card, and I would absolutely not show anyone this. I happen to get the Joker card. So pretty much, you have to throw down one of your cards and activate its effect no matter what, good or bad. Now, it's funny that I got the Joker on the first hand. It says right here, if you ever discard this card, you are out of the round. And last player standing wins. So you absolutely cannot. Whatever you do, don't do it. Don't discard them, you're out. So instead, I would have to activate Harley's ability, which pretty much says, if you have this card and either Two-Face or Poison Ivy is in your hand, you must discard this. But it doesn't say anything about the Joker, so I'm going to go ahead and discard this. Now, doing so, everyone will find out that I have either Two-Face or Poison Ivy or the Joker in my hand. Now, the next player would go clockwise. Now, he has a Batman and Bane card. These 2 cards are really weird. The Batman card is, name a card other than Batman and choose another player. If that card has it, he or she is out of the round, and if you guess correctly, you get one of these tokens. So let's just say that without knowing what I have here, he's gonna Batman my card. He's gonna go, oh, I think you, Mabi, you have, since you got rid of Harley, you either have a Two-Face or Poison Ivy. So I'm gonna say you have Two-Face. So he would, boom, Two-Face in front of me. Now what I have to do is go yes or no. I do not have to show him, but don't lie. Don't be a dick. So I'm going to say, no, I don't. So the Batman is wasted. So all the discarded cards in your hand, this one's supposed to be face down, all the discarded cards, it's going to be in front of you. No matter what. Even if you're knocked out, you're going to show it in front of you. You can refer back to this list and see how many cards are in there. So it would keep going. So Batman's gone. He still has his Bane card with us. Now the third player has a Catwoman. Also going to pick up another card. That's a Poison Ivy. Now having these two combinations doesn't really do much. So instead, we're going to go ahead and activate one of our abilities. I'm going to use Catwoman. Look at another player's hand. So remember, the goal is to knock people out and guess correctly with Batman. Batman is the only card in the game that has 5 different ones. So, I mean, this one out here could be the Joker, could be the Batman. Well, the Joker's here, but it could be the Batman. So remember, even if you do follow the list, it's not 100%. So I'm going to Catwoman Mabi. So I'm going to slide the card over and show this person, oh my god, the Joker, right? Yes. So if this person gets a Batman, they know exactly what I have. But there are cards that force people to discard and swap hands. It's pretty sweet. So that's 3 cards gone and more cards over here. Now it would be my turn again. Let's pick up a card. I have the Batman card. I do not know what anyone else has, and no matter what, if I discard the Joker, I lose. So I'm pretty much forced to use this Batman card. I'm going to activate Batman, and I'm going to say, player 2, you have the Robin card. So he's going to say, oop, yes or no, not show me, and that's it. Next, we're going to go to the second player, and he has a Batman card. Oh man, okay. So, playing on deducing other opponents' cards. Remember, I got rid of Harley Quinn, so he already asked if I had a Poison Ivy. It could be Two-Face or the Joker card. But so he's gonna go ahead and Batman once again to me and say, well, you didn't have Poison Ivy, you must have Two-Face. So I'll say no. So pretty much now, player 2 and 3 know 100% if they were paying attention that I don't have Poison Ivy or Two-Face. I have to have the Joker, no matter what, because I discarded Harley Quinn. Okay, so that was it. There are 3 Batmans, which means there probably is 2 left. Who knows what that one is? So third player's turn would get the Two-Face card, which is trade your hand with another player. Looking at both of their cards, here's the thing. This person knows that I have the Joker. There's nothing I could have done about it. I couldn't get rid of it. So she would activate Poison Ivy on Mabi. Choose any player, including yourself, you can if you want, to discard his or her hand and draw a new card. So normally if I had a Batman card and nothing else, I would discard it and just pick one up. But because I just have the Joker card, discard it, boom, we all knew it, I lose. This player knocked me out, but does not get a token unless they are the only one left in the game, unless they get a Batman token. So let's go ahead and keep going. So the player number 2 does not know a Two-Face is here. And it would go on until someone gets knocked out and the person gets a token. And then you reshuffle and do it again all the way up until someone has 7. And that's how the game's pretty much played. Nice and simple. Alright, so that's how you pretty much play Batman Love Letter Edition. There's one rule I forgot to mention there, and so for those of you who really know the game, sorry I didn't mention it, but as you keep going and playing, you do knock people out. But if you happen, because there are only so many cards, if you happen to simply run out of cards, the deck pile is gone. Almost all 16 cards are used up. You're gonna be left with just 2 cards, one that you have and one that your opponent has. Well, what happened then is you both reveal your cards, and whichever one has the highest number, for instance, a Catwoman has 2 and a Harley Quinn has 7, you would compare. And does she have 7? Whatever, she's around there. She's 5, 6, 7, or 8. You would reveal highest number wins. If you have, what happens if you have both? If you both have the same number, let me look it up. Oh, here we go. In case of a tie, the player who discarded the highest total of value cards wins. So there is a reason for putting your cards in front of you other than showing which ones have been used. So there's another one. Whoever discarded the most, and if you win, if they're the tie, probably a tie. So this game is fun. It's very it's a good small gateway to go into. My audience predominantly likes video games, but I assure you, board games, just as fun, maybe even better. There's lots of pros and cons from playing video games with friends and playing with them online or on the couch. More interaction, a wider audience, depending what game you get. You play with physical content, and you don't get DLCs, you get expansions and stuff. So it's actually pretty fun. I've had lots of laughs, and you know, I play with my family, I play with my friends. It's a good party game to bring out. Well, 4 players, but it goes pretty fast. So that was Love Letter Batman Edition. This has been episode 1. I'm not sure what yet to call this series. It'll probably be in the title, so I'll probably figure it out then. But you know, I just want to share the different types of board games that I am into, that I play. Like I said, there is a lot. There's more than what you see here, and I would love to review and share more thoughts for you guys. And who knows, if this gets really popular and you guys want even more board game content, I wouldn't be, you know, I wouldn't be scared to do any sort of playthroughs of it. There are a bunch of 2-player games I can play with, you know, Mary, my girlfriend, probably, because, you know, I'm not gonna go out and bring cameras to everyone's houses and stuff. But there are some single-player board games and stuff like that. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time.